Has the day finally come that you feel this pressure from within to shed away the persona, shed away the performer, the character we have been playing for years and years in order to get along, make certain people happy, fulfill expectations from others? But today is a special day. One thing to note, everybody has a persona. Everybody is looking to blend in, to go with a certain crowd, to act a certain way, to talk a certain way. Now, understand that there is a healthy boundary to such things. And you want to have a healthy boundary that allows you to be civil, to protect society, protect your family. You don't want to just be a completely loose barbarian. There's a time and a place for such things. But the person that is split, where the soul is saying to you one thing, but the ego is ignoring and just pushing forward with the same agenda. When we have a pain from within, in the unconscious, this place of mystery, whenever we have a story, an emotion that we have pushed aside and not tended to, eventually over time will become suppressed and then repressed. But understand that anything that you push, anything that you ignore, comes back. It cannot be completely casted out. If it doesn't come back through emotional pain, it'll come back in physical pain. If it doesn't come back in physical pain, it'll come back in a warped reality, projection. You will meet individuals that you dislike right off the bat because they reflect something from within that you do not want to deal with, and therefore they must leave. You can see that happening at grand scale around the world, where if there's something that we need to confront and we do not want to, and we are in opposition to somebody who has those traits, they have something that is mirroring to you, and you cannot stand it, and you cannot confront it, you will make an enemy. You will make an enemy of people that do not deserve it. You will cast blame and judgment. It will change you. It will alter your persona. But what happens when you contend with what's below? The first thing to understand is it is a difficult journey. I tell all my clients that this journey is tough. There's a lot of emotion that's going to be felt. There's a lot of pain that's going to be felt. But like anything, what is the contrast of pain? What is the contrast of staying disciplined with something for a long time and enduring what you need to endure? Purpose. Meaning. One might say divine purpose. As what I feel deep to my core doing what I'm doing right now for you and the people that I work with one-on-one. When you unpack and you begin to peel off the layers, you connect with something outside of yourself. The closest we've ever felt that, in our lifetime, if we haven't already, is when we were children. If you have a child, so I have a daughter, but if you don't have a child, maybe you've seen kids play at the park, maybe you have cousins, siblings. Kids at a certain age, you notice them, they play without boundary, they express without rumination and planning, they speak from their heart, they feel emotion. If they feel it, they'll express it. When they go outside, they get a call for adventure to explore with courage. They show fear and they're not afraid to show fear. But at some point, as we age, everything will start to change. We start to layer other people's expectations and standards as to what we should do, what we should be, and how we should think. As an exercise, I ask my clients, tap into the child from within, but be very mindful to know that the child psychology that is within has a shadow element. So you do not want to touch base with the child that says, I want everything right here, right now. You don't want to be the child that says, well, I'm going to forego tomorrow just for the pleasures of today. To manipulate for gain. To cry in order to get attention. Or to bully other children as to not be bullied yourself. There are shadows to the child. But the aspect of the child that we always exist with, the potential of life. The sense that you are meant for something more. The child carries that energy. And it's in you. It's within you. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's just dormant and covered, so its light is dim. And you feel as if it's not there anymore. But it is there. So you tap into it. How do you tap into that? Well, first, one thing you can experiment with is chaotic play. Play without rules, boundaries, or limitations. Creative play. Draw, sculpt, dance, sing. And if you're within the masculine, you can do it through woodworking. You can do it through mechanics. You can do it through martial arts, which was my avenue. Then you have absurdity play. Be goofy, silly. Allow whatever is within you to want to express. And you can practice this with somebody that you trust, that you know will not judge. And that's a practice that I do with my clients where it is a zero judge. It takes, I honestly feel zero judgment when I'm presented with somebody who is trying to express and be in a sacred space with me. There is no judgment whatsoever, so you have to find someone who has the same exact state. They will allow you to express and play, because for most, you're going to feel very tight when you do that. It is incredibly awkward. It feels cringy to do, very natural. And I know when I start doing it gets so cringy, it gets so tough on you, but it is absolutely freeing. It is freeing. You don't realize you're in a cage until you do it. Then you have destructive play. Destroy things, break things. Obviously, not within your household. Maybe you go outside, break a couple branches, throw a couple rocks in the ground. Or you can actually go to businesses nowadays. They actually have them where you can rent out a room. They'll give you just already broken appliances and you can smash them up further. There are different ways to tap into that inner child that you have, not in order to be the child, but to bring the child forward that is wrapped with the adult psychology that you have today, which is what? The adult psychology says life is not always going to be bliss. Life isn't always about money. It isn't always about status. It isn't always about volume of friends, but instead the depth and the quality of what you have. And that you're not going to get things instantly, but if you stay consistent, you will. That in order to actually be more of yourself, more true to yourself, you're going to have to tap into the areas of you that you do not want to contend with, which is your shadow. You want to have a grip on the shadow, understand it, not be absorbed and consumed by it, while being in the present to enjoy the moments of your life, while simultaneously as well touching the future. What is it you want to do? Where do you want to go? As I call the integration mandorla. I want to actually show you right now. I actually have it with me. I showed it in my previous video. I'm going to show it again. I think you guys can see it. You can see shadow, present, future, the intersection points. Integration of the ego and the soul is the intersection point between future, shadow, and the present. Let go of the former. Be a nobody for a little while. Abandon the titles. Abandon the expectations. abandon who you think you have to be in order for you to be in the desert so that you can really listen, truly listen to the inner voice and listen to what it wants from you today. If this resonated with you and you want to take it a step further, click that button below. It'll send you over to my website. You can sign up to my monthly newsletter, and I'm going to send you my 3-step identity rebuilding guide. It's a way to help you navigate through identity loss, allow you to take off the mask, take off the persona, and move towards an ego-soul integrated lifestyle, one filled with purpose, authenticity, and calmness that you have never felt, that can be sustained. I felt it. I've done it. And of course, still working on it. There's by no means am I claiming that I am perfect at it whatsoever, not even close. But it's come a long way. And it's the same for the clients that I work with. And as an additional bit of announcements, this week I will be finally opening up my calendar for one-on-one calls. And so if you're looking for integration work, if you're looking for someone to hold space while you navigate that turbulent time of integration, identity loss, that is what I'm here for. And that's what I've been doing, and I'm so excited to share it with you. I can't wait to meet you guys finally. I read the comment section and it just fills me with joy and purpose. And so to imagine speaking to you personally is something that I cannot wait for. I wish I could just launch it right here, right now. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video.